Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
They tell you to fear me, when all that I fear is God and all that I try to do is good, but their system is failing. A nation built on the eradication of the native, so how then could they identify with a Palestinian when it is American banks that recline on baby purple fingers rising from the rubble somewhere in the West Bank? They tell you to fear me, someone halfway between the West and the East, someone that wakes in the spring of revolution and is the nucleus that sleeps in the cells of Guantanamo Bay and believes that the silenced voices in its detention ground will be enough to speak through centuries, and its sound will have a shape, unseen to unrelated eyes because it covers itself with a cape, its face unrecognized because its facial hair goes down to the nape. The same one Jesus fashioned and the same one that Muslims are stigmatized for having. But the transition into manhood comes at a price, and if you believe in the resurrection of Christ, then you see how high a real man can rise. They tell you to fear me, when I come from a nation of soldiers built from their nation. So thank you, but no thank you, because we surrender to no man. We carry unborn martyrs in our wombs and drop bombs in here because all that we blow up is mines in minefields. We carry marks on our foreheads that shine like torches, aiding the tortured. Marks of prostration, as my Lord is the only one that can free us with emancipation. They tell you to fear me, when they come into our lands, urinate on our dead, telling their people that their sons are fighting for honor when the only liberty they have is the one France gave. As if African poverty is what led this country into prosperity, stripping strength of its freedom and serving it in banquets in white houses to feed the weaker. Then they tell you to fear the believer. They tell you to fear me. I am the voice that they never saw coming. I am the shadow that they never heard galloping. I am the truth that their sickness blocked their noses from smelling. I am the Palestinian muezzin that calls to what they cannot touch or alter as he calls on the altar. I am his halal kosher neck and his bloodline chopped by an Israeli axe, only to be raised in ranks and his neck extended in beauty in the hereafter. And his voice is still calling you to prayer. Hayya ala salah. And his voice is still calling you to success. Hayya ala falah. I am the one that the leaders fear and the people revere. This is the new African Abyssinian slave. This is who they call brainwashed and deranged. This is who they bring over in drones and boats, and that the media uses and abuses to create fear in their own people. This is the ummah that sits on thrones of equality. This is who they call the boogeyman to ignite fear in their children so they don't sleep at night. This is the one whose sons bleed oil for their sons to run their automobiles on. It is our very existence that acts as their laxative, so you can see how much crap they have to come out with. This is she that covers her skin in the sweltering heat to uncover her soul to the creator of all worlds. This is the Hispanic, this is the Asian, this is the Arab, this is the black, and this is the white. Willing to live by God's law and willing to die for the creed. This is who you would love if they didn't teach you to fear. This is the seeker who searches what he has already found in a religion of peace. This is the stranger that walks by you every day, the bizarre believer that believes in the normal. This is a chameleon, the saved species, because it comes in so many colors and races. It is protected by its cross-cultural face. This is a reader, an educator, a believer. This is a worshipper of the architect of life. This is the tsunami that the West swept under Aladdin's carpet. This is the one that fought Jafar with 1,000 princes of Arabia and stood for 1,000 nights in remembrance of one God. They call us savages, waging war against unarmed babies in playpens, but vowels and consonants empower us. So we will speak out until we are so blue in the face. We are Avatar. Our smiles bows and our words arrows. We are the indigenous followers of Muhammad, but we are not a fantasy. We are the reality. We are tigers that never tire from learning. We raise scholars in cradles who have to wear boxing gloves instead of mittens, kufis in cots and graduation gowns instead of diapers, whose fathers have to guard them with baby milk and snipers. Because no matter how many amendments are in the US Constitution, you can't amend genocide and give life back to the dead. This is the one that sides with justice, because by default is incapable of just sitting on the fence. This is the belief that goes beyond the dollar and the pence. This is the cause and this is the consequence. This is the one who you should not fear. This is the Muslim. This is the Muslim. This is the Muslim. Thank you.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La